Welcome everyone and good afternoon to the post-game press conference here in Sydney, Australia, Group A FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 with China losing to USA 63-77. Head coach Wei Zhong and Wang Suyu, player. So please, Wang, can you give your opening statements to what you thought of the game?
你先说。
我觉得今天这场比赛，作为我们队来说，就是完全没有任何压力和包袱。然后整场比赛也是就是打出了我们中国队的风格和特点，每个人的特点都非常有针对性的都发挥出来了。我觉得这就非常好，可以了。
Firstly, today's game we don't have too much pressure. Our mentally is really released, and everybody try to play our own basketball. And she think our team today is play well.
Thank you. And Coach Wei?
今天这场比赛和前两场那个比赛的那个对抗性和那个激烈程度是完全不是一个级别的。我们很希望就是球员能从这场比赛里头学习到很多东西。从整场比赛来看，我们只有开局那个几分钟和第二节的最后3分钟，这两个时间段打得不好。其他的时间我觉得队员打得非常不错，我觉得我非常为他们骄傲。那个我们跟美国队特点不同，他们是个人能力非常强，天赋非常好。我们的球队一定要打整体，所以尤其是在那个第二节的后3分钟，我觉得我们打得有点太着急了。如果把那段时间处理好的话，这场球就我觉得会更精彩。但是总体来讲，我觉得球员们都表现得非常棒，非常为他们高兴。
Today's game is a big difference between the first two games, and today's game is really competitive. And the Team USA mainly play one-on-one offense, and for us it's a little bit hard to play defense. And she think our players learn a lot from this game from the Team USA, and she think our teams play in our level, and she's really proud of our players.
Thank you, perfect. We'll now open the floor to questions in English first. State your name and your media outlet, please.
Hi, I'm Beatrice from the ABC, and the crowd was really cheering you on. Did that help motivate you? Did you feel like you were playing at home?
To
我吗？确实像主场一样，因为给我们的欢呼声、呐喊声，让每一位球员都完全释放自我了。给我的感觉是这样。
Yes, she think today just exactly like we play at home, and the spectators they are really enthusiasm and make us feel we play in China.
Perfect. Any more questions, please? One at the back.
Hello, this is Stuff from C Hoopla website, and I just want to know that two after player in China squad, Han Shi and Li Ru playing WNBA. Will that experience and help the team China know this US team better? And how do you? I want to ask the coach that are you expecting more team member of Team China goes to WNBA to improve themselves? Thank you.
帮助我们球队和对这场比赛有没有帮助？然后你有没有希望我们更多的球员可以去 WNBA 去打比赛？
这是毫无疑问的。那个我们希望就是今后有更多的中国球员能到更高水平的联赛里头去锻炼。那个就这个赛季他们去 WNBA 打了一个赛季回来以后，尤其是我觉得他们都成熟了很多。那个尤其在自信心上。就是他们在场上，就是说那个对抗自信心和以前相比，确实是那个好了很多。因为他们两个年龄都非常小，那个一个是99年，一个是2000年的，所以他们那个就这么年轻就能去高级别的那个联赛去得到锻炼，那个我觉得对他们的前景来讲，应该说是非常非常好的。
Of course, we want more players go to WNBA and play in WNBA. I actually think the two bigs played one season in WNBA. They really improved, especially they improved their confidence and their experiences. And also they are very young, and their experience in WNBA really helped the team.
Thank you. Any more questions in English, please? Perfect. We'll now open the floor to your mother tongue. Any questions? In the front, please. Thank you.
郑智您好，我是新华社记者。记得4年前好像是输给他们12分吧，这次大概14分。当然，他们这次对手这个人员都到齐了哈。就是从结果来看，我们是不是能感觉到说中国女篮呀正在逐步赶上这个世界顶尖强队的这个差距啊，这个追赶他们这种差距。另外就是说，在比赛过程中，在这个非常逆境和被动的时候，我们是怎么调整过来的？一度也打出了这个很好的气势啊。谢谢。
其实不能说那个比分接近，就说我们和他的实力那个比较接近。其实我们跟他全面性的来讲还是有差距的。无论是在那个身体对抗上，还是转换速度上，还是篮板球，还有那个在时机的把控上，我觉得我们都还是有差距的。但是呢，我们正在努力那个向那个好的球队那么发展。我觉得最近球队通过打了一圈那个欧洲比赛以后，我觉得确实是在进步。我们那个觉得越来越好，加上他们2个回来以后，我们也在磨合。而且现在自信心非常强，所以我觉得表现越来越好。
Sorry, 1 second. Repeat that, please.
其实就是改变了一下打法吧。因为我们打得不好的时候，我们打得比较散，不像一个团队。因为我们队就是说没有就是说就是天赋和能力特别出众的球员，个人能力特别出众的球员，所以我们一定要在整体中那个发挥个人特点。所以我们一旦这样做了，我们就会好转。
Perfect. One in the middle, please. Thank you.
郑指导你好，我是人民网的李涵月。然后我想问一下，这一次比赛是咱们第一次碰到像美国队这样的强敌，然后我们在攻防上面都做了什么样的准备？然后这些准备在赛场上执行的怎么样？
其实现在世界篮球整体来讲，对抗性我觉得都有所提高，尤其是我们在欧洲拉练的时候，我们已经有所体会了。当然，美国比那个欧洲那个强队那个对抗性更强，所以我们在赛前已经就是让队员做好就是应对压力的准备。所以我觉得在场上从表现来看，他们打得很勇敢。
Thank you very much. So that will be the end of part 1. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. See you. Welcome back to the second part of our press conference. USA beating China 77-63. Joined here with head coach Cheryl Reeve and player Chelsea Gray. Chelsea, you had 12 points, 6 rebounds today. Pretty much straight off of a plane after winning a championship. So congratulations. Could you tell me how it felt putting your USA jersey on and getting the win today?
It felt great. It was like a moment of like, back in the USA jersey, like it feels good. There's another level of putting that on. And seeing some familiar faces and now not playing against them and able to pass them the ball is wonderful. So it was good. It was good. I loved every second of it.
Thank you. And Coach, can I have the thoughts on the game today, please?
Yeah, well, and just, feeding off of Chelsea, I think I had a moment where I told her I was really happy she was on our side, my side, now not having to play and scheme against her. But I think in terms of Chelsea in particular, I think about the February tournament, the qualifying tournament, where Chelsea knew she had to kind of grow into a leadership role. It was kind of going to be hers to orchestrate. I thought today, and I think her growth through this season really allowed her to be successful right away. Her leadership took over right away. Understanding of play calls happened pretty quickly. And I think for us, she kind of stem the tide there, where they were really making their last run. And I thought Chelsea's couple pull-up jumpers, sort of, put it out of reach for them. So our defense continues to be stellar. That's a team that's been averaging more than 100 points a game. We held them to 63. One quarter, they had 22, so that was a third of their points in one quarter. So I thought we were hard to play against, and that's been our identity. And we've been able to play off of that a little bit, and we'll have to be better next time offensively if we get that opportunity.
Perfect, thank you. Open the floor to questions. In the front, please. Thank you.
Doug Feinberg, The Associated Press. Chelsea, they cut it to 9 to start the fourth, and I think you and your two aces teammates scored the first 9 points, including the jumpers by you. Obviously, it's your first game playing with the U.S. right now. Is there a comfort having them on the court with you that you know where Asia's going to be, you know where Kelsey's going to be to sort of get things going that way when they had made that run?
Yeah, I think it's natural when you're seeing them on the court, like probably what they're going to do in that moment. But at the same time, like we were all flowing and we were making some calls from the sideline that kind of had a fluidity with it and knew where we wanted to attack. And so I was able to knock down those pull-ups with their pick and roll coverage. It's always nice to play with your teammates that you've been playing with all year, but at that point we had gotten like in a groove and a little bit of a fluidity to our offense, which was nice.
Thank you. Another question in the front, please.
Hi, Evan Harding, FIBA World Basketball. Obviously getting the 3 Aces players back, you also had a chance to rest 3 as well today. How good is that to have the players, fresh isn't quite the word, but players that didn't play a game yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, that's something we've been waiting for, getting this final roster fully together. Obviously, it was a little bit more of a challenge for us, and I can't say enough about the group that kind of got us off to the start. The group back in Vegas, the bigger pool, everyone has been so committed to making sure this was a success for us, and then finally completing, the mission of getting all our players here. Yeah, that means that hopefully you don't have to overdo it with minutes, especially as difficult as this is, the number of games in a limited number of days. And so we tried to be mindful of that, today and found different lineups that we liked and just kind of experimenting, who's playing with who. And that was our first game, and we'll get better and better at that in terms of rotations and making sure that the minutes are spread out.
Thank you. In the back there.
Alexa Philippou with ESPN. Chelsea, we heard about what Cheryl saw from you as a leader. How has that been something you've been focusing on or want to focus on throughout this tournament to really bring that to the team?
Yeah, I think when you talk about our roster, everybody is capable at any given moment to take over a game. So having my voice be constant in what I'm seeing out there, it's not always about X's and O's. It's about lifting each other up, making sure that we're ready for the next play. They threw some punches. Basketball's a game of runs, and they had their run. I think they had 22 points in one quarter. So just having my voice and saying it's okay, they have their run. That's what basketball's all about. I think that's the biggest thing for me is using my voice.
In the back, please.
It's Star from Aussie Hoopla. I want to know, that's a nail back, a really close game for China today. I want to know, so which part of the coach you think that bring the win? There's a key thing you done better than China to bring this win? Thank you.
Yeah, it's hard to say that we did anything necessarily that much better because I thought China was well prepared as we thought they would be. They were hard to play against on the offensive end. I thought our ball pressure was really good. But at the other end, if you look at the 2-point field goal percentage for both teams, it was a challenge. If you got open threes, they made more than what we did. We were able to get to the foul line a little bit more. But I thought both teams, it was a knockdown drag out, in terms of you decided to go into the paint, you're going to get knocked on your butt. And they didn't call very much. And so I thought both teams, played well, did some things that they wanted to do. And we just, maybe at the end just made a few more plays.
Chelsea, were you shocked by the crowd also with this game that it felt like you were playing against like a home team?
Yeah, the crowd came out to support. You love that. You cherish that. This is an experience, and you're like down the road. You talk about those moments and how there was a lot of fans. You were playing, and it felt natural. It felt good. You feed off the energy from a crowd. So I love that atmosphere.
Time for one more question, please. In the front. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm from Xinhua News Agency. My question is to the head coach. I remember 4 years ago, USA team also won the match about 100-88, 12 points, and today 2 more points. So based on your observations, what kind of change or maybe some improvement can you feel about this Chinese team? Thank you.
Well, I'm not on their side, and I'm not there every day in their practices, and I don't want them to improve that much more. So, no, I'm impressed with China. I mean, we've said that. We have all the respect in the world for China. We've seen them grow, and it's for them. I mean, they're at their. This is a great time for the China national team, the women's national team. It's a great time. It's a very, very good team.
Thank you. That will conclude our press conference. Good luck
Thank
for
you.
the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.